Spyderco Southard Flipper. Sweet. Now, you're looking at that Southard Flipper and saying, hey, that's not how they come from the factory. They come from the factory with a brown scale. Well, look at that. It's got an orange scale, G10. It's nice traction. That's why I got it. I found this on the secondary market and picked it up. Was excited about the orange scale because it's different. You don't see these. You don't see a lot of these Southard flippers, really. But when I got it, started carrying it, realized there's a couple problems I have with this scale. First of all, the thickness. Look how thick that is. That scale itself is as thick as the back frame. Then, the other problem, I like lanyards. What? There's no lanyard hole. There's lanyard holes in the frame. Whoever designed this scale, they did a good job, but they didn't like lanyards. Which is fine, that's cool. I do. So I didn't like it. I put it to the side. I didn't know what to do with it for sure. I don't like just owning knives to sit in a safe. I like to carry them, but they have to work with my system and the way I like to carry them and the way I'm used to using them. So I did some research, started looking around on the internet to see if I could find, because there's tons of scale makers out there. I found a company, or a guy in Florida, that specializes in about 8 different knives he makes scales for, and the Southard Flipper happens to be one of them. The pictures of the scales he make are awesome. So I ordered one. It took 3 weeks to get here, but there's a couple reasons why it was worth it, in my opinion, to wait for it, because he has to make them. He doesn't just have them sitting in a box. Right here. It's got a hole for the lanyard, and I like how he's notched out better for the Spyderco hole in the blade, the deploying hole in the blade. But the number one reason why this scale is far superior, look at that. Look at how thin that is compared to that. When this is on there, that scale in the frame is going to be close to this back frame. So let's change it. I wanted to just do a quick video about changing it. I'm going to do a full review another time, but I wanted to capture changing this on video. So your T10 pivot screw, T6 for the frame. I love the construction of this knife. It's pretty simple. There's not a lot of funny parts, like taking apart a Benchmade Axis knife. It gets pretty tricky putting them back together if you're not careful. Lots of them can. This one, it's a good design as far as being able to just replace scales. SCC 1114. I don't know who that is, but I like your work, SCC, but I think I prefer a different design. Okay, another thing I like about this, look at that. It comes with a lanyard tube. I like lanyard tubes. I don't like looking down and seeing a lanyard paracord rope sticking out. Didn't really want to take this all the way apart, but I think I'm going to have to. It was an option to get that lanyard tube. I think it was like $6 more. Snaps right in. Carbon fiber scale. Oh, that's looking nice. Okay, so this goes together pretty sweet. And I don't want anything to slip out. T10 pivot screw. Did you hear that click? Most of you guys all know, or girls. These fine machine screws, I don't like to just push them in there and start turning. I like to back them backwards until you hear a click. Then you know the thread's lined up. Listen for that. And you'll see the screw pop down. Right there. Did you hear it? I'll do it again. Right there. Then I work it forward just a little, keeping the hole, not tightening everything down until I get everything lined up. There. Okay. Snug. I like to make everything, make sure it goes back together properly. Then I'm going to go back one by one. Blade centering's okay. Could be better. Then I go back one by one. Oh, it's tight. And put some Loctite in those screws. Now, one of the bonuses, what's his name? I did this one. SCC, he did include this lock over travel G10 piece, which completed the look. But so does Blade Gator Scales. Gator Scales in Florida. If you Google Gator Scales, you'll find it. He does scales for, like I said, like 6 or 7 different, all nice designs. Carbon fiber, look at that. Smooth. My finger doesn't really detect where it starts and stops now. Look at how thin that is. Blade centering, lanyard, ring, lanyard hole, blade. Oh, let's see, we've got to loosen it up just a little. That's what I do with the Loctite. You get it just right, you all know that. How much better is that? Oh, that's beautiful. What a beautiful design. I love carbon fiber. Now, if you want to see another entertaining guest we have today, look at Scarlett. She hung out there this whole time, didn't make a peep. Scarlett. Okay. Keep watching.